Yo, yo, what's going on? I'm currently in my hotel room after Plat fight, day three. This is a completely unscripted, just little talking session that I wanted to have. I just wanted to kind of verbalize in depth, I guess, a bit more on some thoughts that I had regarding Ultimate and competition and stuff. Yeah, I mean, so I competed this weekend at Plat Fight, which going into it, it was already pretty short, pretty small. The entrant count was really small. It would be a tournament I would have never even considered going to if it wasn't so close to me, which is really cool that it was. So I did get to go, and I mean it was an awesome tournament. It was just something that really just brought back a lot of good vibes. I mean, I'm in the hotel room right now. The hotel is linked to the venue. That's always awesome. Some of my most fond memories at my tournaments in the past like 10 years have been main hotel linked into the venue, and it's just so nice. I thought the atmosphere was great. I thought that the idea of it was cool. In execution, in theory, I didn't really think about it, but the whole like platform fighter premier tournament type of thing. I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, plat fight. It just kind of happened, and it was a good time, man. It was a good time. Um, so yeah, I went because it was close and good, but I haven't been to a tournament since Riptide, I think, which was a freaking few months ago. I can't even keep track anymore, man. I just don't even know. I'm at the point with Ultimate where it's just I don't even compete. And I love competing, honestly, like I do. I do when I don't, but I mean, I like that I compete for Moist. I think that's the coolest thing, right? And I always say on my stream that if I wasn't on Moist, I wouldn't compete. In Ultimate at least, and probably nothing right at that point, which is true. I think even to this day, and who knows what the future holds. I mean, right now it's the middle of December, 2024. No Switch 2 announcement, whatever. There's no new Smash game on the horizon. Even next console isn't even announced. I mean, who knows? But that's besides the point. The thing is, I hate Ultimate, right? I hate Ultimate, and the reason why I hate it is just I think the characters are so boring. I think the game is just really unbalanced. I don't like my main. I sometimes I like Diddy Kong, but a lot of the time he's just not what I want to pilot. You know what I mean? It's really Gavin that kind of motivates me to play Diddy Kong, and reminds me what Diddy is capable of, which is a good and a bad thing because I've always wanted to switch, but he always reminds me how good Diddy is. Anyways, I'm kind of going off on like a bunch of different branches of thought. Basically, I don't like Ultimate, and that's no secret. That's no surprise. And despite me not liking Ultimate, I mean, and maybe it's because I've been grinding Rivals like a good amount, not a lot, because my internet sucks at my house, so it's hard to play. But I don't know what it is. I mean, it might get like I can't tell if it's because I'm getting older and I appreciate things more. But I just loved being on stage. I loved competing. I loved playing pools. It was a scuffed event. Round one was a DQ for me, and then the next round was Lipton, really good Wario player from Tampa that could have beat me for sure. I thought maybe I'd lose to him. He took game one too. I think he wafted me super cheese super early, killed me at literally zero, and then I 3-0'd him after that. And then I got third at the tournament. It's just one of those things where I don't know what it is really specifically, and I'm gonna do a lot of reflection on it, and this is kind of a part of it. I don't know what it is specifically, but I just really enjoyed competing, and it was just such like a, I just get reminded so often nowadays, like how unique of a lifestyle I have. I mean, there's a lot of things I wish I did differently and wish I do differently now, but don't, due to lack of motivation or just whatever. Single track mind. I mean, I do a lot of streaming and stuff, but yeah, basically, like I just love everything I've done with Smash, and like competing in it is just so awesome. Like even if I do wish I played a different game or didn't play a game competitively at all, it's such a unique and absolutely privileged experience to be able to compete at the level I compete at, or even at all. Really, I think that people like learning how to find love and joy and like positive and negative emotions from competition is just such a beautiful thing that not everyone gets to experience. Whether it be they're naturally inclined to not want to compete, they may be more casual or more emotionally like fragile or whatever. And I've gone through so many phases of emotions with competing, like raging and depression and like being super excited, and I've gone through everything, and I just basically what I'm trying to say is like I lose that sometimes, right? I lose it. Like sometimes I like compete and I don't understand like how lucky I am to be able to compete. And then sometimes I compete and I'm just like, wow, this is just so sick. And this weekend was just one of those things where it's just like, wow, like just the venue I was at, and like like just the atmosphere and the people, and like I don't know, man. I don't know. It makes me wonder if other people in my position or near my position really think about that sort of stuff. Do they also sit back and be like, wow, like what a crazy life I live? People like kind of like me that like make a living off of it, or a humble one, but make a living off of it, or stream, or just go to a bunch of stuff in general. Like, do they think like, wow, like this is just so cool? I don't know. I mean, I could ask them, but it's a personal thing for me, and I just felt like sharing basically. I don't think I'll love ult. To touch on that more, I mean, I just hate it. It's slow. I lost to two talented, like genuinely talented players, Danny, the Wolf, and Wrath, the Sonic. I think they're both phenomenal. Their work ethic is great, and it's no surprise that they would beat me with that work ethic. And maybe it's somewhat conceited to say or whatever, but I do think I could beat them. I think I would be favored to beat both of those players if I was in practice, but I don't really play. But they definitely earned it over me this weekend. That's for damn sure. Um, but what I do want to also say on that note, and this is something I don't even know how I could word this on like social media without it sounding really like BM or whatever. But I just hate the way they played. I mean, it's not their fault. I mean, even I'm susceptible to it a little bit, but just the camping, like it's just the game, and it's just crazy. It's crazy how Ultimate has developed so much into this just super campy game that everyone just doesn't want to interact. And even if people do interact, like the games take so long, like sets take so long, and it's so unfun. Like it's so flowcharty, and like the advantage state is hard, and or it's not hard, but it's inconsistent. It's just there's so much randomness, and it's just not fun. The game's not fun for me. If other people find enjoyment in it, I'm so happy for them. You know, like genuinely, like I hope other people love Ultimate and continue to love it. But for me, it's just I hate it, man. I hate it so much. Um, and then that's really interesting where it kind of conflicts with my profound like love for competition and just the lifestyle I have right now in general. it's a weird conflicting feeling because what if I loved the game I play and loved competing? It'd just be so euphoric, I think. And I just don't have that privilege, I guess, unless I really reshape my mind to love Ultimate. And it's also interesting too, considering like I said, there's no new Smash on the horizon, but it could happen in the next year or 2 years or whatever. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm getting, it's just my body's changing and stuff, and I feel like I could definitely not compete at a super high level forever. So I really hope that comes, and I hope I love it, and I hope that I'm successful with it. And I just want to do it, man. I just want to compete in a game I love. It'd be so sick. But yeah, just to reiterate, I mean, competing at all is just so sick. And I'm really gonna try to play Rivals more. I don't know the longevity of that game or whatever, but I think it's inherently so fun, man. It gets me. I mean, I don't know, man. Call me stupid or whatever, emotional, but I'm getting emotional just thinking about all this stuff, man. It's just such a crazy, wild ride that I've been on. And I just, it's one of those things where, like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I wanna appease everyone. I wanna be on good terms with everyone. I think it would be nice to have a bunch of friends or people that respect each other. It's so interesting the online versus offline sort of dynamic in at these tournaments. People online are so mean spirited and just rude, and I think that's a big problem and something that definitely affects me quite a bit. I wish it didn't, but it does definitely. People being so mean to me for whatever reason, and I know I'm not an angel myself or whatever. I've definitely been mean to people before, even for unwarranted reasons or whatever, and I hate it. I hate that, and I'm still susceptible to that for sure. I'm definitely susceptible to doing that. Um, but I just honestly, like, even through that, I just love positivity. I wish every interaction could be positive. I wish we could go back in time. I don't know if it's because I'm older now and everyone's younger in my spaces in terms of like the games I play. The demographic never changes, the age range. I'm starting to become an outlier at 26 or whatever. I can't really my brain doesn't work like the 20-year olds now, I guess is what I mean, and I just don't I just it's there's so much negativity out there, and it's just something I don't like. Like back in the day, I used to be such an active, like sort of vocal, like loud troll streamer guy, and I'm just so different as a person nowadays. And even then, I don't know. Maybe I could relate, but I'm so different now. That was like 4 years ago. 4 years ago or more than that. It's when I was really streaming, like in the pandemic and stuff. But I don't know. It's just it's tough. It's tough to hear people. It's tough to have a bunch of people be mean to you for no reason. It's crazy. Um, because so much of it is just unwarranted and unjustified. And some of it is, like I said, I mean, I definitely can be a dickhead or whatever. I really just don't want to be though. It's one of those things, man. But I mean, I don't know. I could just sit here and ramble forever. I'm feeling pretty talkative, but I guess I'll just say, I don't know, man. Life is crazy. Everyone is so talented. Like like I said, the people I lost to, the people I played, people I beat, Elijahman, Choco Taco. It's just random ass, small ass tournament. It's just such like a like what an interesting thing. What a vibe, bro. Like competition is such a fucking vibe. Um, I just can't believe I can't believe I was able to do this. It's so interesting. I definitely want to do something else with my life too, but I want to do this a little longer, hopefully while progressing in other parts of my life. But yeah, man, I just don't even know. It's just crazy. It's crazy to love something so much, but also hate it for so many reasons. But at the end of the day, I think that if you have any feelings like, oh fuck this, I hate this game, why the fuck do I do this, whatever. I think it's so stupid. I say the same thing about streaming too. People that stream for a living, or compete for a living or whatever, and then they're constantly like so ungrateful for that sort of like really easy living, like being a streamer, being playing games for a living. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm in a hotel room right now, paid for by my sponsor, you know just chilling, like loving life. No, I mean, not loving life, but I mean, I appreciate what I'm doing, and I just had people that are so negative and ungrateful for this sort of stuff. Really just gives me the ick. Really irks me. Because what an awesome thing, man. Truly, what an awesome thing. I think it's really cool too. I just keep yapping. I mean, I don't even think anybody's gonna listen to this, but I think it's so cool too. Like people that are like right now, like when I started, I was 16, 15, 16, around that age. It's cool to see people are like at that age nowadays, kind of full dive into being a Smash competitor, but also like keep up schooling and stuff. And like, it's so cool because when I all in, man, I was so ignorant, and I didn't do school, I had to drop out due to family stuff and whatever. But I could have went back to school or whatever, but I just played Elite Smash and Smash 4 for 11 hours a day every day. Literally, I did that. I'm not even exaggerating those numbers. For like 2 years I did that. Will powered my way to being good, but it's cool to see people get good at a game and be super talented with it without sacrificing their real life. I think it's so sick. I think it's so sick, man. I love seeing, up and comers and everything, and I just would love to I don't know, I'd love to be a positive influence. I mean, that deep down, like even though I hate old, like I do like competing, and I do like I love the lifestyle. I truly do love the lifestyle, and I think it's something that I want to like, where I'm at mentally right now. Like if I could capture this feeling in a bottle, I mean, it could go away when I wake up how I feel, but if I could capture it in a bottle here and feel the same way when I wake up, I'd love to just be a positive influence with my stream or and social media and stuff, and just never be negative and just be a good voice. It's so funny. I think I remember some people saying that sort of stuff in like 2020 and being pretty hypocritical about it, but I really do. I mean, that's just how I feel genuinely. Is like I'd like to just be positive, man, and just share my wisdom with the new generation, or the people, the old guard, people my age, and fuck around and improve. Maybe top 8 majors still. Ultimate's so dead, but with the next game or with rivals, I'm really gonna grind rivals. I hope. I hope I'm able to with my internet, but it's just one of those things where I want to keep going, bro. I want to do it a little longer, man. I want to do it a little longer, and a lot of that is comfortability with my lifestyle, but it's just because I love it. I mean, I just love it so much. When it's good, it's so good, man. And I don't know. It's interesting too, being at like not your highest point, and yeah, it's so interesting. Like back when the game's at a good spot, and like I'm placing super well, and I'm streaming every day. Like people treat you so differently. The numbers you get are so different. Right now, I'm kind of low key. I'm like not even, I'm kind of in my washed era. I'm not ranked. I'm not streaming as much as I should, even though I've been better with it lately. Um, it's just interesting, people treat you different. The numbers are different, but the vibe is the same overall. All things considered, the vibe is the same for me. It's just how people are. about me or whatever. Um, I'm just ranting, man. But yeah, I don't know, bro. Definitely want to keep playing video games forever. I need to get healthy and be able to secure that future. That'd be freaking awesome. But yeah, that's basically it, man. I don't know. This was a huge rant, but hopefully anybody that listened to this enjoyed it at least a little bit. I mean, found some cohesion to the madness. But yeah, all right, man. That's it.